Hi everybody, good afternoon on this Monday, still sunny day. I was hoping that maybe by today we'd have some snow for this month's sessions of CBBC Live, and we still don't. So enjoy the sun while it's here, I suppose. I'm itching for that snow though. My name is Katrina DeBacco, and I am the broker concierge for Coldwell Banker. Many of you on the call currently have met with me already for our initial broker concierge orientation. And so today what we're really going to go through is just going to be an overview of the entire NRT Gateway. So I am going to take a few extra moments to kind of recap everything that you and I sat together through and that we set up. So those 5 accounts that we set up together, which are going to be InTouch, New Panda, your 2 profiles for ColoradoHomes.com as well as ColdwellBanker.com, and then ExpressDocs was that last guy that we set up together. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time in some of those. Just again to recap, I realize that so many of you when we first met, you're getting hit every which way by so many entities, whether it was somebody from RE Colorado or your managing broker or your office administrator, myself. So everybody wants a little piece of you in the beginning. So I know that it can be a little overwhelming. So hopefully today I will be able to, in a much more relaxed environment, just kind of go through everything again that we hit on, and then also touch on every single one of the other NRT Gateway tiles. And I'm not going to go entirely into training mode on each of the tiles, but I do want everybody who's on the call to be able to know at least what's behind some of those and what are the functions going to be on a lot of those tiles. So at any point in time, if you all do have questions, if you're watching on our regular page, you can use the chat box down below and chat me in some questions. I've got my other laptop here, so I'm managing watching in those chatting questions. And then if you're watching on the YouTube page, you can chat on the right-hand side. I hope I'm pointing to the right direction, but the chat box there on the right side. So either way, I'll be able to get your questions answered. So feel free to ask anything along the way at all, and you will all receive the follow-up if you registered for the course. And if you do have any questions that you'd rather ask me offline, please do reach out to me. My contact information, you can reach me at 303-409-6669. Again, that's 303-409-6669. And you can also reach out to me via email, katrina.debaco@coloradohomes.com, Katrina.d as in dog, b as in boy, acco @coloradohomes.com. Alrighty. I wanted to get that out of the way because I know sometimes you guys have to run before the class ends, so wanted to make sure that all of that was spelled out. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump right in now. I'm going to go ahead and get into the NRT Gateway. Please feel free to do the same on your own computer. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. We had a little bit of a freeze of the internet. Okay, everything should be working fine. If you experienced that little delay, I apologize. You didn't miss anything. It was a freeze on our end. Sorry about that. Okay, so I logged into NRT Gateway, and for those of you who are only coming back into the NRT Gateway for the probably second or third time, again, your username is always going to be your full Colorado Homes email address, which for me it's katrina.debaco@coloradohomes, and your password is going to be something that you set up by yourself. Now, if you forgot your password, there is a forgot password button on the bottom of the right when you type in your username, so please feel free to go ahead and hit that, and it's just going to send you a verification code so that you can jump right back in. So to begin, I'm going to get into our most robust platform here, which is called InTouch. InTouch, again, primarily two functions for everybody out there. Number one function is going to be that it is your CRM, your customer relation management system. And then number two, it is also the place that houses your website. So to access your entire system, you're going to click on Dashboard. Dashboard is going to take us into the main CRM portion, I would say, of InTouch. And so here, along these tabs right up here, I mean, each of these drop-down menus are pretty self-explanatory. So if you have not gone into InTouch since you and I have met, please do. Come in, click the buttons. I've said this hopefully in every single one of the meetings that I've had, but anything that you click can be unclicked. There's nothing you can break, so don't worry about it at all. Just browse. You should really familiarize yourself with as much as you can within InTouch, especially. Dashboard, this is really going to give you an entire overview of your entire platform here with InTouch. Contacts, this is where you're going to want to spend a lot of your initial time when you are deciding which contacts actually belong in InTouch versus which contacts maybe you might not need in there. So let me clarify a little bit of that before we move further. There's a few places that we can load contacts within our entire NRT Gateway. We've got places to load contacts in InTouch, you can load them in New Panda, and you can load them in Express Docs. And then other places you can load, and I wouldn't recommend ever uploading an entire database into any of these other guys. Maybe you might, upload a few at a time though for various reasons. Now, New Panda and Express Docs, those are reserved for all your entire sphere of influence. So that's everybody you know. Your mom, your sister, your best friend's daughter. So people who may not, they're within your contact database, but they're just not somebody who's really going to move forward on any real estate need. The difference in InTouch then is that InTouch, we really do think that this one should be qualified for those actual business contacts. So anybody who is serious about engaging with you in real estate. And the reason is simply that InTouch has so many amazing tools to market to that group of people that it's really going to be best utilized when you definitely have those types of contacts included. So if I click Add a Contact, you can all see the different fields that are going to be offered here so that you can include different various information on each of your clients that you include in your contact section here within InTouch. So lots of different stuff, and then as you add those contacts in, you can start specifying and adding people into groups. You can then market to them in various ways within your InTouch platform. You can also add them to campaigns. Now, we have an entire class on InTouch that's hosted through CBBC Live, which are our webinars. I definitely recommend to learn a lot more about the nitty-gritty of those items. Definitely take some of those sessions. But you guys get the idea. You can do add your contacts right in here. If you have a massive list that you'd like to add, you can simply click your import-export feature here. And what I would say on this import-export feature is make sure to follow the directions. So first things first is choose whichever list. Let's say I have a CSV list. It's gonna give you some little tips and tricks about how you should list or how you should organize that database. If you come over here, please review our training video. They ask nicely, but I definitely think you should review the training video prior to loading because you think it's simple and then there's just like one column that you have off. And so just definitely take a little gander at the training video so that you can be sure to know how to load your contacts. Next we have listings. Eventually, as you get some listings loaded in here, you can start marketing in very specialized ways. The listings that you do have, you can see here as well. We've got email to contacts, post on Craigslist, and then of course you can always showcase your properties. You all see this pro button here. You're going to run into that in a few different places. We do have two versions of InTouch. You've got an InTouch basic account, and then you also have a pro account. The pro account truly, I think, is well worth the $175 per year that you would spend on it. You're going to get lots of really, really great things. Some of those items are going to be listed here. Enhanced client behavior insights. Basically analytics. You're getting some pretty nifty analytics when you go pro. Again, I did say InTouch houses your website as well, so that's going to be really helpful. You get a custom domain name. currently many of you might have your first last name .cbintouch.com as your website name. Now if you go pro, you can actually choose that website name to be anything you want. So rather than having janesmith.cbintouch.com, you can just have janesmith.com. So you get to drop that .cbintouch and choose anything that you'd like. You're going to get an entire search widget within your website, so that's pretty amazing. So on and so forth. I know you all can see my screen right now, so you're seeing the different items, and there's going to be a ton more than even what's listed here. But if you want to take advantage of the quality and the strength of analytical tools and tools to really help build your business on the internet, Pro is going to be your answer for that. So if you've been on the fence about it, it's a great option. You do have a 30-day trial period if you want to try that out. Your card will not get charged until 30 days following you including the information. So, just test it out. Oh, I do want to say too, one awesome thing about going pro, you also get, so if I hit my help tab here, if you go pro, you basically get a bat line. So you get a phone number to the pro help desk, and that goes direct to InTouch's pro team, and they can reach out to you directly. So that's just an added benefit, but it's basically like offering some concierge service on the InTouch side. Okay, one item that I skipped over here was the Marketing Center. If I click in the Marketing Center, lots of really good stuff, but I am going to show you all in a couple tiles from this one. I'm going to show you some other much simpler marketing options that we have. New Panda's our email marketer, very easy to use. So this is just another option. Coldwell Banker, we want to make sure that everybody out there for every different learning style and training style and really just doing business, we all operate in very different ways. And so we want to make sure that we have a way that's right for you. So here in the Marketing Center, we also have email marketing, and we've got print marketing, and then we have campaigns that I mentioned a little earlier. Each of these are going to be really helpful for you to come in and utilize as you want. They can create things just the same as New Panda can, just the same as maybe ExpressDocs can. It's really, again, going to just be at your comfort level of anything that you'd like to use. So I've got two things that I want to say about this Marketing Center. Number one, it's completely customizable. So it kind of doubles as a design center. If I were to click on, I'm just going to click on print marketing, and I'm choosing browse campaigns or browse marketing. All of my boxes, it always defaults to everything being checked. I just want to, just for example purposes, I'm going to show a flyer. Let me go ahead and click on this flyer here. I got a previews flyer. I'm going to click on personalize. So what I'm trying to get at to show you is that I can change anything out that I want. All of this information is tagged to what is included in my account settings, but I can come in here and I can delete an entire photo if I wanted. So I hit delete over here in my trash can area, and you know what? I hate that photo too, so I'm going to hit delete there. And then I can come in, I can just add anything that I want. I click my image button. I can upload my own image from anywhere that I want, just add it right in there, and now I get to add anything. Let's say I don't like the headline being here. I want to move the headline in the middle, and then I want to have pictures all around. Maybe I hate that my photo is showing right here. I want my photo on the left side for whatever reason. Maybe I'm a left-facing type person. Whatever, you all get the idea, but this is a capability that many of our other platforms don't have. You can actually, scrap things down to the bare bones. This entire piece here, I can get rid of all of that. So you all get the idea. I really like it for that reason. I like to kind of sometimes have free range over the things that I do. And then, not to mention, I'm not going to save because that's pretty messy. Not to mention, if you ever need a print and go flyer, so let's say I am going to host a colleague of mine, I'm going to host their open house this weekend. This is a great place where I can come. Let's say I did personalize it and I hit my save button, I'd be brought back to this screen, and then I can just simply download the PDF. Now I can print it here in the office. I can take it to Kinko's. I can also order professional printing. This means that it's going to be ran through ExpressDocs and that you are going to have to wait Depending on the time. If you do it before 3 p.m., you can get them overnighted. If you do it after 3 p.m., it's likely going to be 2 days. But you can definitely do the professional printing as well. So that is the marketing center. Now, I want everybody to look at their name in the top right corner, and then you can go to My Account. For those of you who were with me, we set all of this up together. For those of you who did not get ran through the Broker Concierge program, you definitely want to come in here, click your edit button, and edit any information that you see fit. This should be your cell phone. This guy here should be your office phone number, so make sure you differentiate between the two. Add in your social media accounts, and it's very easy to add in social media. You just click Add Social Media, choose whichever social media, and then just copy and paste the URL from your social media page. It's really, really nifty. When you need to upload a new headshot, add those in right here. So once we've done that, I also want to show you your website. So if you go to Website, I clicked on my name in the top right corner, I clicked Website. This takes you to the back end of your website. So really simple. You can come back here and basically just touch on any one of these hyperlinked buttons down on this column, and you can start personalizing your website to be anything that you want. So you are given your stock website, but it's really, really nifty to be able to come in here and I can click on Site Images. Right now it shows me this is my current banner. Now if I clicked Edit, this is going to allow me to edit my photo, and then I have this entire bank of photos that I can choose from. Something that I will say, do not be fooled. A lot of these photos, or all of these photos I should say, they are countrywide, so please don't choose palm trees as your main photo. We don't really have palm trees here. And I have seen it, so I just want to, that's just my word of caution. Just be careful because these are obviously not all Colorado, so make sure you choose the correct skyline. The rest of the stuff, like again, I started out by saying it, and I know that I tell many of you guys, but really a big portion of it is just kind of marking out some times within your weeks and days to commit to yourself that you're going to come into the system and learn it. You just got to, click on any one of these items here. Again, a pro, that the blog post is going to be a pro feature. But click on all of these and start playing around and adding communities to your website. All of this is really helping to build out your own representation on the internet. So make sure that you do and you're adding as much as you can into this. And what I'd recommend, why don't you give yourself maybe 30 to 40 minutes 3 times a week. At least start with that so you can come in and maybe I'm going to spend 20 minutes on site images and 20 minutes on pages. There you go. That's one day, and now you get some of that time knocked out. So just as an example, I wanted to be able to show you what some of these websites look like. So I will go to this website, which this is just a training website, so I apologize for some of the formatting being a little off, but I just want everybody to be able to see what that website looks like. Everybody's is going to be slightly different. The layout, though, is going to be very similar. So you can see all in here, and these are all the pages that you have on your website. One thing I do get a lot of questions asked of me, this sign-in button. Many of you think that if you sign in, that's taking you to as the real estate agent, it's taking you to your back end. It's not. This sign-in is really for your consumers, or all consumers, made for your clients. This is where they would come in and they can create an account by coming in here and signing in. So just like, the Realtor and Zillows of the world, you create accounts and then you can save your searches. That's what this is here for as well. So encourage your clients to utilize your own website as their main mode of searching. Last thing, I'm going to jump back into InTouch. So last little piece on the website, and then I have one more thing that I wanted to touch on your MLS administration tab. But if you don't know where your website name is, you're simply going to come into your name, and you're going to go into My Account, which is where we are, and it's in that first section, right, listed right under website. So MLS administration, if you do not have your IDX feed initiated, so for all of you being ran through the Broker Concierge program, and if you're wondering if that's you, if you affiliated with Coldwell Banker following January 1 of 2016, that's this year, then you were ran through the Broker Concierge program. If you're joining us today and you were affiliated prior, you were not ran through the program because the program didn't exist at that time. But for those of you who have been a part of the program, you should all have IDX feeds. IDX feeds is simply a feed that pulls from the MLS onto your website so that your website becomes completely searchable real time of all active listings on the MLS. So if you do not have that yet, what you want to do is click on MLS administration, which I did. Then you're going to choose Start MLS Application. You're going to choose whichever MLS you are a part of. The majority of us are RE Colorado. Many of you are also Pikes Peak. And the other many of you are a part of Iris. So choose whichever is your MLS, and then you're going to click Save. Once you do that, it's going to open this window up. And if you click on instructions, follow your instructions. It's going to let you know what information you need to send and to where. So all of this information is basically the information that is needed to send to this website or this email address, idx@marketleader.com. If you have questions about getting that initiated, please let me know. That is InTouch, my friends. So I am going to move us on, and I don't see any questions being asked of InTouch. So again, just a little reminder, you all have your chat box either down below or off to the side, depending where you're watching the video. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out of InTouch. And I'm back in the NRTGateway, and the next thing I'm just going to go right down the line. So CB Agent Info. CB Agent Info is the company intranet. Here you will have access to company documents, transaction forms, any types of marketing material that you might need, a ton of educational videos, and so much more. We try to create CB Agent Info to mimic Google, so you can probably tell by our little search bar here. Caveat, we're not Google, we're just Coldwell Banker, Colorado, so anything that you can imagine finding within Coldwell Banker, Colorado should be found right in here. So going, in the spirit of InTouch, let's say I want to, and I have given some of you this example in our training together, but let's say I want to find out how I can add an image to my website. Or how about video? Let's make it a little bit more difficult. That's not what I wanted. Adding video to my InTouch website. First search result. Adding video to your InTouch website. This is going to take me to a screen where I can download a PDF, and then I've got a very, very short PDF. Good, 11 pages. I was hoping that it was going to be short. We like to make all of our stuff short. So if I come in here, this is going to give me step-by-step instructions on what I need to do to add video. Really simple to follow. You can see how, it's not very wordy. I've got lots of pictures. I can totally follow that. So that is just one example. I get a lot of questions asked about listing presentations, whether it's a how-to, like how do I do a listing presentation, or where do I order. So let's just type in generically listing presentations. Listing presentation agent bio. Okay, this is going to give me a document where I can create a bio to be included into my my listing presentation. Order listing presentations right here. Perfect. So if I click there, it'll likely take me to an ordering form. Perfect. I'm not going to do the download, but you all understand that's where you can go. And since we're on this screen, I just want to call this out right here, 12-minute listing presentation video. This is an awesome video by your very own Chris McGatt. He actually gives a very, very clean example of what it would look like to pitch yourself and all of your resources to a prospective client so that you can earn their listing. This is a great video that I recommend everybody watch. The other couple of things on CB Agent Info, it's been brought up to me like, okay, well, thank you for showing me that. I don't know what I don't know yet, so I don't know what I would ever use CB Agent Info for. What do I come in here and search if I don't know what to search for? That in itself is a great question. So if you are pondering the same thing, what you can do is come up here and click Classic View. Classic View, this is going to give us buckets of information. So if you ever do have spare time on your hands, or like I said, you just don't know what you don't know, so you just want to see what is behind CB Agent Info. come in here and you can start browsing by clicking on all these little buckets that are just, you know, they're just buckets of information. So rather than coming in and knowing exactly what to search for, this can help you kind of get some of those searches started. So this is another good way of checking that out as well. You also have calendars here right at the top. Corporate, this will give us some training. This is our previous calendar, and then we've got training. Office, you can search for your office and also look for office events going on. So great information throughout all of CB Agent Info. Next is Homebase InTouch, parentheses, formerly Lead Router. Friends, I am not going to talk about this because there's no reason that we need to use that. This is going to be going away soon. InTouch is the new version of this, and so we don't need Homebase InTouch, formerly Lead Router, for anything nowadays. We've got everything covered for you in InTouch. Next, I'm going to go into Homebase Insight. Homebase Insight is an online showing report tool. So this is going to be for everybody who has a listing. I'm going to do app toss with one of my girlfriends. Let's find her. Let me jump in. Just give me 1 second. Greg Man, and now I'm going to do broker. Okay. So all of your listings would show up here, and then I'm going to click Create Report. Now, again, as I started out saying before I got a little distracted, these are for anybody who has a listing. Your listings are going to show up once you click on your Homebase Insight, and this is going to allow you to give reports to any of your clients who are just wondering, what are you doing for me as my real estate agent? What kind of marketing are you doing? How are you getting the word out on my house? And so this will give you a great report on how many clicks and views you're receiving on the various websites. So you can create a custom version. You can get some more websites pulled up as well. But this is just a kind of a simple way to show you what would come out with that. Now, for those of you who have listings, you should be receiving online showing reports in your inbox every single Monday. These Monday reports are there for you so you can forward on to your clients or not. It all just depends. If your client, you know, trusts you and is fine and doesn't need to see all of these numbers, you know, there may not be a reason for it. It's never a bad idea to over communicate. But this is really a great tool for those who maybe are a little anxious and always want to hear new information. So this is a great report to do that. So again, that is Homebase Insight. And like I said, it is going to come out every Monday. And you can see here, this is giving a certain range. This is just for a 1-day period. I mean, I can come in here as well and do my own custom range of any dates that I want. I can schedule to have this sent out directly to my client every time. I don't necessarily like to do that because I like to see it first, and I like to be the one to send it. But that is Homebase Insight. Next, we have Exchange. So if I click on Exchange, it's going to take us to our new platform. Exchange is, in a very simple way of describing it, Exchange is the NRTGateway of all of Coldwell Banker. So this is every single Coldwell Banker agent in the world. If you're in France, in China, in Germany, in New York, in Florida, here in Colorado, we all have access to this dashboard, which is Exchange. So you can come in here. Your screen is going to have a lot more toggles here that you can look at. But really, this is where we came to update or create actually your CaldwellBanker.com profile. If you clicked on Agent Dashboard, you would then go to View Profile. That's where you can get into your actual Coldwell Banker profile, which that's already been taken care of for you. But if you haven't, you're going to want to click on Agent Dashboard and then View Agent Profile, and that will take you to Edit mode. If I click on Dashboard here, this is going to show you just whatever's going on your Coldwell Banker side. Again, for the most part, we work out of NRT Colorado or NRT Gateway, and then we use Colorado Homes. So there's a lot more going on for us in those ones. We do have a Coldwell Banker University, so feel free to come in here as well and just start checking out some of those links. There are going to be trainings behind this dashboard as well, and you can start setting up. Mine is set to an administrative feed, so it's a little different than what yours might look like. We've got basically the same layout, but you do have some other toggles. But you all get the gist of Exchange. So again, it's an added benefit to all of us here on the NRT, the Coldwell Banker residential brokerage side, but we're pretty much covered with everything that we have in our NRT Gateway. If there ever is a training in here that we think would be a great one to send out, we always send out directions on how you're going to come in and take those trainings. But that, my friends, is CB Agent Info. Next, I'm going to get into MarketQuest. So let me just choose. Yours will go directly to whichever MLS you are a part of. This is what you'll land on immediately when you jump into your tile. And MarketQuest, excuse me, it's basically a tool that you can use to generate any data-based market trend reports, and you can do that in either a PDF format or an HTML format. So, like I said earlier, we've got a lot of tools that might overlap. Now, MarketQuest does overlap and is similar to Market Reports. Market Reports is this guy here that I'm going to jump into momentarily. I love MarketQuest for the agent side. I think that the data that comes out of MarketQuest, not to say that the data from Market Reports isn't good data. All of the data is great data. It's data is data, but it's how it reports it. So here in MarketQuest, you're getting really nice graphs that maybe aren't the easiest to comprehend on a consumer side. They're going to be really good for you to understand, the terminology that you're choosing to report on it within here. You're able to compare zip codes and neighborhoods side by side so that you can be knowledgeable in talking to your client and in marketing out to certain areas. Now, again, this is a really good piece I personally feel is very good on the agent side for you to learn more about your market. The reports they're just not nice reports or pretty reports to actually show clients. And so that's where I love Market Reports. There's a lot more user-friendly, consumer-friendly components within Market Reports that really allow that one to be a great client-facing tool versus this one, which would be an agent-facing tool. But really valuable platform. And I know that Todd Moyer is going around, well, let me take a step back. During our latest road shows, I know that Chris, Todd, and Kevin all talked about MarketQuest and using that to really make yourself be the expert that you're claiming to be. And then all of this week, all of next week, Todd Moyer will be in your office teaching Market Reports, and we will still be doing our live training on Market Reports soon. And I'm saying too much about Market Reports, and I haven't even got there yet. Next, we have our rewards, also rewards. If I get into our rewards, this is just letting all of you know how much we value you and how much we value the people that you feel would be a good fit in complementing Coldwell Banker's business model and business strategies. So this is a program that we have that is a referral program. So anybody that you know who you think, again, would be a good fit for your office, for Coldwell Banker in general, and anybody that you think Coldwell Banker would do well in serving, this is a great program to learn a little bit more about. You're going to actually earn, so first things first, what if you could earn tens of thousands of dollars in referral fee commission? So really awesome. And here it lets you know it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You can actually see what you could earn based off of somebody that you bring in and who does deals in here. So really awesome program for everybody on the call now. Don't be afraid. We love Coldwell Banker. We constantly promote it just because we love it. And I think it comes naturally, especially to me, and I might be speaking for myself. But if you love where you work and you love what you're doing and the teams that you're a part of, and you do see somebody else who this would be a great career for them and Coldwell Banker might be that fit for them, definitely this is a great program. So that's rewards. That's just letting you know more about that. Agent Earnings. Agent Earnings is a reporting tool that summarizes your income and fees paid for the year. So mine is not going to show a full-on account because that would be sensitive information. So yours, when you pop into yours, and now you can understand why we have everything secured by the NRTGateway passwords, because there is sensitive information within here. So this is going to be a really good tool for you to use come tax season. This is everything paid. Again, it's all income and earnings and fees that are paid throughout the year. So basically anything that's going to be reporting off of commissions coming through. Really, really helpful for your tax season. Next, I have the all infamous New Panda. Everybody loves New Panda. I love New Panda. It is just one of those set it and forget it tools. Whenever there's something, if somebody tells me spend 20 minutes now so you don't have to spend hours later, you got me. I'm hooked. I will do it. Here's my 20 minutes. So 20 minutes for the most part we've done together. Now, I would say just come in and kind of learn how the system works. New Panda is most widely known for the AVP. The AVP covers a ton, which we have a class coming up on that as well. But every single month, the company uploads a newsletter into your New Panda account, and all contacts that you have stored in your New Panda account will receive that newsletter on a recurring monthly basis. It is magic. So again, it's one of those set it and forget it kinds of things, and that is why it's a set it and forget it mode. Now, to see whatever messages have been loaded into your account, simply go to messages, go to your messages, and you should have a list of items. Mine might be a little lengthy, yours might be not as lengthy or lengthier depending on where you're coming to us from. So here are all of the different items that are going out. Now, we just had one go out, I believe, in November 8th, which is just last Wednesday. That was talking about our holiday photos. So if you have not seen that, be sure to come into your account and check that out. Just see what was sent out. It already was. Now, I do get some questions sometimes, and it's funny. I only have ever received the question twice, and it was both during February, Valentine's month. Apparently, these people they don't like pink. They're not pink people. They don't want them. They don't like those cards. They don't like the hearts or whatever was on it. I don't think we never really go too gaudy, but for whatever reason you don't like the message, what you're going to do is come into messages, go to your messages, and then you're simply going to hit delete. Delete on whatever message that you did not want. It removes it from your queue. The message will no longer be sent. So make sure you do that if there's a newsletter that you don't want going out. Now beyond that, you can come in, create new message. This is where you can create all of your email marketing. It's really simple to use. Start with a template. I recommend if you have a design background at all, feel free to come in and make your own design. But start with a template. There's templates for so many different reasons. Lots of different topics, so feel free to just, have fun. Choose reasons why you need to get in front of people or why have a reason to email them. And this right here will help you find what some of those reasons can be. Last thing that I want to say, actually there's two things. So if you find your name in the top right corner, jump into settings. This entire area here, make sure you have display info filled out, contact info, images, and social networks. Those are the 4 tabs that you want to have filled out. Reason is everything in this little light blue bar here, this is the information that is being carried over to brand all of your email marketing that is getting sent out through New Panda. So if you don't have anything in here, those messages that are getting sent out are sent out without your contact information, without your name, without your photo. Make sure you've got, again, display info, contact info, images, and social networks. And here was the second and last thing that I wanted to say. Manage social networks right up here. For those of you who would like to utilize a New Panda and have it post to your social media accounts, you can definitely do that. You're going to hit that Manage Social Network button, and then you click on whichever social media you want New Panda to have access to, and that is going to allow New Panda to then post to your account. So once you click on here, sign into your Facebook account, since I'm on Facebook, your account is going to get connected, and then the last thing that you have to do is come into messages, go to autopilot settings, and then come down to social autopilot channels, and then actually click on whichever channels you would like to subscribe to so that New Panda knows what you want it to post. So easy enough. I love, love, love New Panda. Next we have Cole Realty Resource. I'm going to say no thanks just so we can see the main screen here. Cole Realty Resource is a phone number database. And okay, I'm so sorry. Mine is a training account and I pop in with lots of different admin accounts. But when you click on yours, it will take you to your main screen. So let me just describe what Cole Realty Resource is. It's going to be a phone number database tool that you can use to look up any landline phone numbers that are surrounding a certain address. So this is a great tool to use if you do take a listing. And even if you don't, we talk a lot about listings because listings are the name of the game in real estate. You really want to become a lister. But some of us are comfortable in being those buyer's agents. And I never mean to knock the buyer's side because people got to buy homes. But a lot of these tools are set as a lot of resources for the listing side of items. However, utilize stuff in the same regard to educate yourself and to get out there and start putting your name in the community. So what you can do with these as well, why don't you insert your own personal home residence and get the landlines to every person there. That way you can call them, let them know, hey, maybe there is a listing in that area and you're wondering if they would like to see it. Or call them for whatever reason. There's many, many talking points that you can think of to just pick up the phone and call somebody. So Cole Realty Resource is really great in that they will always scrub your list that they give you against the national do not call list. So you'll always know. And then there's a ton of great pieces within here as well where they give you landlines. That's something that you can get quickly. But you can also opt in, and these are more paid services, but you can opt in to get cell phone numbers. You can get email addresses. So this is a really great resource for you whenever you're looking for more information on folks. Next, we have CoreFact. CoreFact is a print marketing vendor. They are an amazing company. I really love CoreFact. We've got CoreFact and Express Docs. But CoreFact is really good because they have great customer service representatives who are there to help you strategize an entire marketing campaign. So you can pick up the phone, talk to them, and I also love their designs, FYI. But you can talk to them and let them know, oh, I'm new to the area. I'd like to farm, this particular area. Number one, can you help me with a farming list, which they can. And then number two, I'd like to give it a good shot. So give me 9 months. And 9 months is pretty key in doing print marketing. And the person on the other end can help you strategize and let you know the best tactics in getting the postcards out in those 9 months. So should you send a jumbo? Should you send, a long horizontal? Should it be on market trends? Should it be on sold? Should it be on your credentials? They're going to be the best people to help you with that kind of stuff. So CoreFact I really like for that end of items as well. And then, of course, what you all are seeing in your screen right now are going to be all of their beautiful pieces that they can sell. So good stuff in here. Just come in. We've already got our, our holiday. Oh, it freaks me out that the holidays are around the corner. But we already have all of our holiday stuff in here. I know there's going to be more to come, but you can get the idea. Just ton to browse. And then, of course, you've got a ton here on your site as well. So that's CoreFact. Next, we have Listing Rewards. Listing Rewards is probably one of Colorado's best programs that we offer, and I'm probably going to kick myself for saying that because I probably already have said that in this webinar. But Listing Rewards is where Coldwell Banker has taken everything, and we've made packages for you. So we've bundled items up, and we've put them into packages. So you just have to come in here and choose whatever package you want. So we've got a platinum package, we've got our gold, which it tells you here is definitely the most popular, and that's what I hear on the ground as well. Silver and a bronze package. You get to see everything that's inside of them. And just for a little bit more detail on it, if I click gold package details, it's going to give me a PDF so that I can check out actually on the PDF what everything is and what is all being offered to me. So you can come in here and you can see all of the different items. And this is going to be a really great piece too to share with your clients so that they can see all all that they're getting depending on whichever package you choose. So you can see right in here, listing rewards. If I do orders, order your listing rewards package now. If I click on this button, it takes me to the order form. Just fill out everything that's needed. It's quite simple. We've got an entire customer service team who's behind listing rewards who can take any questions that you might have. But all of your stuff is here. It's all done for you. So you submit your items, you schedule your photography. Your photography is guaranteed within 3 days. And following your photography, once it has been done, it will be uploaded within 24 hours. And then our listing rewards team now will take over. They will then create all of your listing rewards pieces for you. And then you will get what's called a marketing preamble sent to your email. And all your job is to come in and to just proof everything. If you need to reorganize some items, you can do that. But that preamble is going to contain all of the instructions and how to do that. So more package details if you wanted to just see more along there. Lots of great information on every aspect of listing rewards here. Alrighty, next we have market reports. I feel like I already talked about market reports, but again, this is just going to be another reporting tool that you can use. It's going to, same kind of idea. You're going to come in here to create both market, city, and area reports. The market reports, again, why I love them a lot is they can be interactive. So these will update real time. Even if you were to send somebody information, it's going to update constantly. But when I was comparing this to MarketQuest is going to be really good for you to pull your own data, your own stats, and analyze that as you would. But really what's going to be great here is whenever you do create a report. So if I click create a report, and we have an entire class on creating market reports, which I definitely recommend you come in. So I have nothing set in my account now, but I can do new, and I can just start. You can see here, I'm going to name it. I'm choosing what type, so an email type of report. Right now I only chose to do the neighborhood market one, so that's all that's coming up. But I can add in everything that I need here, and then it's going to allow me to start creating a report. But what you're going to come up with is going to be a beautiful presentation. I don't have anything to preview. I'll come up the next time around so that we can definitely, I can show you all what it's going to look like. But again, we are hosting our class on Wednesday with Todd Moyer doing it, and he goes into detail of how to do it all. So what I would suggest, you want to continue, yes. What I would suggest to everybody, they'll come in here and play, and that what I've been trying to say this whole time, sorry it's not coming out, is that these are going to be the most consumer-friendly items that you can ever give. They look extremely beautiful, like a very, very well done, professionally produced piece. You can print them at your office. We all have binding machines in our office, so why don't you go ahead and bind a piece, hop that in the mail, shoot it off to somebody, get the boots on the ground, start doing some door knocking, give people a report on their area. You can also email these. You can also put them on social media. So lots of really fun things that you can do with market reports. Definitely love this platform. We're not going to talk about this line because it doesn't exist in our market, so just ignore that on my screen. Next we have ExpressDocs. ExpressDocs is another one of our print vendors. This is our preferred print vendor. And ExpressDocs is, yes, this is my office. Just like CoreFact, you're going to come in here and you can choose a ton of marketing items that you would like to utilize to market to any of your farms. So you can come in here. We've got print and go flyers now for Colorado. It's really awesome. Colorado is just special. We love doing as much as we can for our sales force. So we've got lots of information here. If you're a part of our HPA crew, or if you want to start marketing home partners, we've got great information there. Same as relationship marketing. That should be for everybody. But you can browse the different categories of pieces, upload your own information, so you can upload your own photo, get your headshot in there, get all of your agent information. For those of you looking to order new business cards, you can order them here. We've got a ton of different options when you do order them here. So if I click view all, yours would take you to everything that is available, but you can see all of the options that you have. Options, options, options. Coldwell Banker's full of them. So we've got all of those. Just really quickly on mailing, we have ExpressDocs can handle mailing for you. They can either create a mail list for you and send out based on that mail list, or you can get a mail list from our partner Guardian Title, which is in your office or right around the way, and you can have them help you get a mail list and you can upload, or like let's say these print and go flyers, you can just have ExpressDocs send everything to you here in bulk at your office, and you can pick it up and do with it what you would like. So options, some more options, and here in our announcement sections, you always have our different, what's the word I'm looking for? Just our seasonal, there you go, our seasonal, our promotional items going on in this announcement section. Welcome winter. Colorado needs to welcome winter. So that is ExpressDocs. Next we have ColdwellBankerHomes.com admin. ColdwellBankerHomes.com is the same as ColoradoHomes.com. We simply point ColoradoHomes.com to Coldwell Banker Homes. So if I go into Agent Tools and then Agent Profile, this is where you would come to actually jump into your own agent profile. This is what's housed on ColoradoHomes.com. So this has all your information on it. Eventually, when you get property information too, you can start playing with your property information. But basically, this is the back end as it pertains to you and your information on ColoradoHomes.com. AR account. If I click into AR account, this one is what it is. AR is your accounts receivable tile, and it's basically just going to be your reporting tool that is summarizing any outstanding accounts receivable charges that you have with Coldwell Banker. So this is anything that's not attached to an escrow. This is going to be your copies that you make at the office. Let's say you accidentally or you purposely made 1,000 copies. Your first, however many, are free, and then the rest are going to get tagged to your AR account. If you ever have questions about what's on your AR account, please see your office administrator. Next, we have NRT Do Not Contact. This is simply used, and it can be used to help you identify any specific phone numbers that are going to appear on, again, the federal Do Not Call list. So maybe you're getting your call list from other resources other than that Cole Realty resource. You can always run your entire list here in the Do Not Contact, in NRT's Do Not Contact form. So this is constantly updated. And then additionally, the system will also allow you to search for email addresses that are on the NRT company do not email list. So really good stuff. You always want to make sure to cover your bases when you start blanket marketing. Oops, I didn't mean to X out of that. Sorry about that. And then I think we have one more. Yes, preferred alliances. This is a great one. This is going to be a really good list, an A to Z list of businesses that participate in the Coldwell Banker Business Advantage. So we have 4 categories of businesses here. We've got cost savings, we've got innovative business solutions, recruiting and retention tools, and then tools for prospecting. So they fall in those categories, but you have a ton of basically just coupons. This is Coldwell Banker's coupon book for you. Whether you use it for yourself or whether you use it to gift to a client. I know we've got our Lowe's. Our home protection plan is a big one that agents like to gift out to their clients, and Lowe's is a big one as well. But basically just come in here and browse. Lots of really good stuff in here, good deals. So, you know, who doesn't like a deal? Ethan Allen, I'll take that one. But you all get the idea. So it's just your coupon book, your very own Coldwell Banker coupon book. And you have full range to use any of the services within here. So that is preferred alliances. And that is about it, my friends. The last thing that I will show you on NRTGateway on the main screen is this area right here. This is the information for our help desk. I have this stored in my phone. I definitely recommend you do the same. 1-877-678-4357. It's a really, really great system that we operate off of here in Coldwell Banker. And it's our ticketing system. So if you ever have an issue with anything at all on your computer, so let's say you have an issue with a tile within the NRTGateway, we have teams. There are entire companies in some cases that are backing each of those tiles. So what we do, we all call in our ticket, our issue, to the NRT help desk. And then from there, the NRT help desk, they're trained on, on surface items on every platform. But for those kind of bigger issues, they just get it off to the appropriate team. And then that team comes back and they will contact you directly and help you with whatever issue that you might be experiencing. So they're the ones to get it resolved. That is how our ticketing system works. I love it. It's a surefire system. And you have a ticket number that's issued. I would always hold on to that just in case. So if you ever need to do a follow-up or anything like that, you have that ticket number to track. So other than that, y'all, I hope this overview was helpful. Again, if you do have any questions, please, I'm always here, and I'm always as willing as I can be throughout my travel days to help you with whatever it is that I can. And I especially know that for the new ones coming in and just starting to affiliate with Coldwell Maker, there is so much. There's so many tools and resources that we have. And so really, it's picking your poison and going with that. So I will leave everybody on that note. If you do have any questions, y'all know how to get in contact with me. I will be sending out the follow-up as well. Thank you so very much for taking time out today on your sunny Monday, and I look forward to seeing you in the office soon. Have a good one.